Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Jake Weddle. One of these comedians is not quite like the others, and of course I'm talking about Dave, you bald bastard. No, I'm talking about our little friend, Jake Weddle.
Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Jake Weddle, this guy got his acclaim to fame starring in a big expose video that was published by Dogpack 404 that received 12 million views. In this video, Jake recounts the time that he spent working at MrBeast, but he also recounts an incident where Jake Weddle was recruited to take part in a solitary confinement challenge for MrBeast, where Jake would be paid $10,000 every day that he could survive the challenge, and Jake had the option to opt out of this challenge anytime he wanted. Now, after you listen to Jake's testimony, you definitely feel bad for the guy. You know, he's fucking sitting here crying and blowing snot bubbles. What happened to Jake, I will say, was not right at all. And if anything, this situation should bring big alarms to MrBeast and his creative team that comes up with the concepts for his videos, because this idea of the solitary confinement challenge is just unethical. Okay, I don't know who the hell is watching videos like this. Nonetheless, Jakey here got a little bit of clout from being involved with Dogpack 404's production, and I would say it gave him his newly found start on YouTube, as Jake is almost reaching 200,000 subscribers. And while this newfound attention was great for Jake at the time, well, we all remember Soggy Cereal's expose video on Dogpack 404 that showed so many inconsistencies with Dogpack 404's testimony and some of Jake Weddle's as well. Now, it seems like ever since MrBeast responded and threatened legal action against Dogpack 404, this entire war has blown over. All this MrBeast drama and Dogpack videos are done. It's like everyone just magically forgot about it, and yes, that includes Jake Weddle. But for Jake Weddle, well, he almost had the perfect storybook ending coming out of this entire saga. You see, after the drama rolled over, Jake Weddle had a newfound subscriber base, a whole new group and audience of individuals that were invested in his story. Jake also started investing more time in his comedy career, announcing appearances at comedy clubs, and by far the most mind-blowing revelation is the fact that, well, Jake Weddle was able to get a girlfriend named Lex, who actually, just like Jake, ran a YouTube channel. But with Jake being a newfound locale to some extent on the internet, well, this paradise did not last long for Jake and Lex, as Lex would take it into her own hands to defend Jake Weddle's detractors on the internet in a video titled Checking In. Now, in this video, Lex rants about several random topics, but her main point of contention is the fact that she feels like the commentary community is obsessed with her and Jake Weddle. And I gotta admit, Lex's main character syndrome and delusion is actually impressive, but Lex, here's a message. The YouTube commentary community is not obsessed with you, and you put on a valiant effort to defend Jake here, but clearly, it took a toll on you because, ladies and gentlemen, we just got the news that on Christmas, this happy couple broke up. So according to some Instagram story receipts around Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, our boy Jake Weddle was posting some very sad posts on his story. Jake says, "I don't know if anyone has ever cried while wearing a sleep mask, but it's kind of like waterboarding yourself and no one else on the plane likes it." Jake says, "Looks like I might be in NY and LA in the next few weeks. If you live in NY or LA and it's the month of January and we are friends, hit me up, please." And then we get a story post of Jake opening up some presents on Christmas Eve, and the caption says, "Very fortunate to be with family this Christmas." Now, with all these depressing captions and Lex being spotted nowhere in Jake's story post, many people began to speculate that these two broke up. And Lex made this situation 10 times worse when she released a snippet of a song on SoundCloud. The song is called Say It Again, and I guess it's supposed to be Lex's classically composed symphony to Jake Weddle to, show the world that this breakup really hurts, guys. We're still 17 years old. Now, after Lex decided to drop this straight SoundCloud banger, a YouTuber that goes by the name of MRow actually reached out to Lex, inviting her to his live stream to recall the experience she had with Jake Weddle. And this is a warning for all you watching. Now this story is about to take a turn. It's about to get creepy. It's about to get crazy, okay? In this first clip, we have Jake Weddle's former girlfriend, Lex, power scaling Jake Weddle's verbal abuse.
Lex, can you power scale Morale and Jake on their verbal abuse? See, yours is harmless. Like, it's not directed at someone.
Okay, now Jake, that's the dono. The dono wants to know. How'd you rate Jake?
Rate the yelling?
The verbal abuse. Rank it on a scale of 1 to 10.
We're gonna need a scale bigger than 10.
Okay, so I do want to say that trauma affects people differently, and maybe Lex power scaling the abuse from Jake Weddle is her way of dealing with that trauma. But I just gotta be honest, I find this entire situation in very poor taste. Lex trying to air out her prior relationship with Jake Weddle, that question was in poor taste. Her answer was in poor taste. If Jake Weddle actually did verbally abuse Lex, that was in the poorest taste possible. But I don't know, I just get a weird vibe from Lex here, like she's trying to cling on to the little bit of relevance that being with Jake Weddle brought her. I mean, really, how could I take someone like Lex serious? She was on a live stream with MRow talking about fucking dogs if it meant saving humanity.
They can consent if the proportions are okay.
If the proportions are okay, you want a proportionally correct dog.
Yeah, I need like a Great Dane, like something
You want a Great Dane? What? What?
I'm not like a Shih Tzu. That wouldn't even work. How would it mount? How would that work? If it like stopped the wars, if it fed everybody in the world, if it like solved every problem, who would it? Who would it? Why pick a huge dog? Because if I'm gonna do it with a Great Dane, man.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Little ass Jake Weddle is not a saint, and this was a hypothetical question, but what a weird answer. She wants to fuck a Great Dane. Yeah, white women, y'all ain't never beaten those allegations. So I feel like at this point, you guys understand my main point. Lex cannot be trusted. She's chronically online, and even if she's giving a true testimony of a traumatic experience that she had with Jake Weddle, she's more than likely just doing this for attention. So she's not to be trusted. And the most blatant example that we have recently of Lex's schizo behavior occurred the night after Christmas, where Jake Weddle was scheduled for an interview with a YouTuber that went by the name of Aiden Underground.
They can hear you.
Gotcha. Hey, hello. It's so funny when you can't see stream. I'm sure. Did I lose you? Did I do it? Are we back? What's going on?
Yeah, we're back. Hold on. I'm just turning on my,
Okay. No worries.
I think we're good. So how's it going? Can you hear me? Dude, he's being hacked?
I think so. He was literally calling me.
Yeah, and then it cuts out and he blocks out of nowhere, and then his like shit's fucking up. It looks like his account's like deleted or something, because like it didn't even show him leave the group.
Yes, he was literally typing to me, and then he blocked me somehow. I think someone's on his account.
What is going on?
No, I'm serious. I can literally show you. He literally typed to me. I'm not sure what's happening, and then like it said Jake is typing, and then he just blocked me like as I was.
It said I'm not sure what's happening.
So you can clearly tell that Jake Weddle was trying to initiate this interview, and all of a sudden he gets disconnected. Aiden has no idea what's going on, and he inquires the fact that Jake has all of a sudden blocked him. And that's when these individuals come to the realization that it could have been Lex. Now, unfortunately for Jake, his worst nightmare was confirmed as Lex decided to go on MRAL's live stream and confess that she did log into Jake's Discord and block people because she was, trying to save him.
She's calling. Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
If Jake, I'm trying to save Jake from himself right now, because if he does fucking speak up, my hand is forced.
You're trying to save Jake from himself from doing what?
I don't want him to force my hand for us to release those recordings, because I'm gonna have to if he says some fucked shit. I sent you the photo of the dent that he left in my wall.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Lex is just trying to save herself. She does not care about preserving Jake Weddle's well-being at all. As Lex says things like, he just needs to stop talking about me before he forces my hand. And I guess Lex's hand being forced was this picture of a hole in the wall that was apparently caused by Jake Weddle throwing a phone. Now, I will say, I'm not sure there's a mobile phone out there that you can throw at a wall and it indents the wall and rips off wallpaper as well, other than the Nokia. So I'm not entirely sure that Jake Weddle did this, but let's say that he did. If you did do this, Jake Weddle, you're a small little bitch. But back to Lex, because she does say, if Jake keeps talking about me, I'm gonna have to expose him with audio logs of us arguing.
He knows, and his friends are not okay with it. His in real life friends are trying to be like, dude, this is not okay. We're trying to fucking care for him.
You're trying to care for him.
I don't want to I'm going to have to defend myself. I was not going to release those full recordings, the full 12-minute recording of him yelling at me. I don't want to release that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to if he does this. I'm trying to help him.
My question to you, Lex, is this. If you really feel like you're a victim, if you really feel like Jake Weddle did something wrong to you, what are you waiting for to release these audio logs and these pictures and stuff? You know, the only real argument I can make for Lex is she decided not to expose the trauma that she went through with Jake Weddle because she was fresh out of this relationship. But my question again is, if you're taking the moral high ground, then why are you on the MRAL stream power scaling Jake Weddle's abuse? Looking at this situation chronologically, it really feels like Lex is upset at the fact that the attention is gone now. She had her 15 minutes of fame, and now it's up. And now she'll do anything to get a little bit more spotlight, even if it means capitalizing on the failed relationships that she had with Jake Weddle. I mean, as far as I can tell, ever since these two broke up, Jake Weddle has just been depressed on social media, and Lex is hopping on live streams, power scaling Jake Weddle's abuse and talking about fucking dogs. So I believe that Lex and Jake both need to grow the fuck up, get over this. Lex, continue to make your stupid videos about cars, and Jake Weddle, you will never be a comedian. But what do you guys make out of this YouTube couple and the end of their relationship? Truly, I felt like they were goals. I need me a little shorty like Lex that is schizophrenic, multiple different hair colors, nose piercings. Oh boy, that'll be the life. Make sure you guys comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on the bell notifications. If you subscribe to the channel, we'll go on a field trip to a Jake Weddle comedy special. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and play my music.
Yeah, I'm trying to save Jake from himself right now.
What we do here is go back.